Hi, I'm João Lima, editor of Data Economy, and this is Frontline. Today we're talking to the largest colocation data center services provider in the Nordics, and that is Digiplex. And to talk more about the company and the market, I got here Byrne Murphy, chairman of Digiplex, and Lars Tisen, chief commercial officer at Digiplex as well. Guys, thanks a lot for talking to me and for you for coming from the US as well. Byrne, you have been in this data center business for about 18 years now, 17, 18 years, since the 2000s. Why did you get into this business? Because you have a different background.
I brought the concept of outlet shopping to Europe in the early 90s. And when the internet came rolling up on the shores in late 99 and 2000, by that point I had 13 outlet centers dotted around Europe, and I thought, why don't I go transactional with the internet and just sell out the back door of my outlet centers? Turns out that was not a good idea when you researched it, but I stepped back and said, but where does the old world, the property world, meet the new world, the virtual world? And the answer was data centers, and within 30 days I had launched a data center effort.
And how's it played off over the years?
Well, it's played off very well. I will say in 2001, most people realized that we had the .com.bomb phenomenon, so everything went boom, and that's when I swooped in and frankly bought assets out of receivership at a very deep discount on the dollar, and that has worked out well.
And why have you chosen the Nordics to be this specific hub?
Well, the Nordics have several very strong advantages going for them. One is that cool air can be used to cool down the hot servers, and you save about 20 to 25% on your annual power bill. In addition, the cost of the renewable power up here, hydroelectric power, is dramatically less. It's about 1/3 the cost of the coal-fired in Germany and 1/4 of what it is in the UK. AWS just announced 3 different sites around Sweden, totaling 140 megawatts. If you just take those savings in the price, for 20 years, the useful life of those data centers, it's $3 billion in one decision. And it's a pretty easy decision to make. It's clean, it's less expensive. Green usually means more expensive. It's less expensive, and it's better for the environment and better for your customers.
And then Lars, when you have to look into these hyperscale guys and build a strategy for Digiplex, how do you use their moves to help sell your brand more? Because I guess when you have a Google or the AWS next door, this becomes easier for you to sell your brand as well, because that proves the market is good for you to be in.
Absolutely, and they also, when they come to Sweden or the Nordics, they actually bring a lot of other customers as well with them. So they have other companies to follow in their path, and they need somewhere to sit, and they need to be serviced properly. And we as a company, we can really provide a different support for those customers, and the benefit of the region is really the cost efficiency and being climate friendly as well. So compared to the carbon footprint, if everyone were to move to the Nordics, we would be, as a globe, better off.
Okay, so you both believe the Nordics can be this global data center hub, at least for Europe?
No. It's becoming the global data center hub as we speak. Every one of the 10 largest Silicon Valley or Seattle, Washington, Amazon, and Microsoft have either already committed $1 billion to $2 billion of investment here, or are in the process and about to announce it, and 3 or 4 of them have now announced their second or their third center.
Okay, so that consolidates the message. From
the message is clear. Okay. But I mean, it's simple math, it's science-based, and it is a huge check in the CSR box, especially for the West Coast American companies, where it's very important.
Okay. Apple has just announced their second investment in Denmark for a 200 megawatt plus investment.
Especially after all the problems in Ireland.
Absolutely.
And then coming from where you come from, so Washington, D.C., Osborne area, one of the most connected, in terms of data centers, one of the most connected areas in the world. Don't you have any instinct to invest elsewhere? You're going to stick to Northern Europe?
I'm sticking right here.
Sticking to North Europe?
Yes. I was born in Virginia. I love Virginia. I live right around the corner from Ashburn. And there are a lot of great things going for it. That is not renewable energy. In terms of total impact on the global environment, nobody can do it like the Nordics can do it. I think perhaps New Zealand can, but they don't have the same infrastructure. And so I'm happy. This makes most sense of all, and it's not just a Nordic market. It's not just a European market. It is a global market, and you're going to be seeing a lot more coming. And by the way, the data centers are on the front edge of a digital ecosystem. So once you get those data centers and several around them, that's what's happened in Ashburn, Virginia. You get a critical mass and all of a sudden other people can't afford to not be there. So it builds on itself, and that's what's happening now. A 200 megawatt from Apple, you know, they started out as, or in general, they were 50 megawatts, 40 megawatts, and this is what's going on.
Okay, and then in terms of expansion plans, do you have any plans for the Nordic itself? You've got a couple of data centers in Norway.
We have several in Norway. We have a campus in Sweden, and all I can say is watch this space. We have a lot of plans.
Is it Denmark, Finland, Iceland?
It's Nordic. And it's good, Nordic and Scandinavian.
I will make sure he invest money in both Finland and Denmark.
That's
happily so.
There we go. So can we expect that before 2020?
Yes.
Before 2020, you're going to be in Denmark and Finland?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that's good. And then we spoke quickly about the energy. How hard it is to change people's mindsets when it comes to renewable energy. Some people don't seem to still understand this.
If you're talking at the sea level, there's still profitability that needs to be number one. But as Byrne says, this is not either or, this is both. You actually move into an environment where it's environmental friendly. More than two-thirds of power comes from hydroelectrical power in Sweden and Norway already to begin with. So that's the basis. We only use renewable energy sources for all our data centers, and that's absolutely critical. Moving to us means that you save both money and on the green initiatives.
Okay, and then to quickly finish, looking at 2017, has this year delivered what you expected and what you expect from 2018? It's nearly New Year's, so.
Yes, well, I'll put it this way. If you look back to Q4 2015 in America, 2015 was another good, robust year in terms of total number of megawatts that were sold or leased. And then 2016 came on and blew the doors off by a multiple of 2 or 3x across America. And then at the end of 2016, 2017, you've seen the big markets in Europe, Frankfurt, lesser extent Paris, London, and of course Amsterdam, and they've had huge years. So as is almost always true with new concepts, it starts in the west coast of America, it rolls across America, gets bigger and bigger, it washes up on the shores of the UK, and it doesn't come to the Nordics initially. We're already seeing it coming to the Nordics, so I think 2018 is going to be a very robust year, and we're looking forward to it.
And what do you expect from next year as well?
Yeah, that will be a huge growth, another huge growth year, and we have also already decided to expand in Norway, and we have a huge space for expansion in Sweden as well. So we're very well prepared to receive the growth.
You're here to stay.
Oh yeah, we've been doing this for 17 years, same 2 shareholders the whole time. We don't take profits out, we reinvest. We're very fortunate to be able to do that, and so far it's working. And we have invested in the highest quality management team that I've ever had, and this is the 4th platform I've done, and I've been in Europe doing this for 25 years. This is the single best, most meritorious concept, timing, and management team.
Okay, Byrne, that sounds good. Thanks a lot, Lars, as well. Don't forget you can follow Data Economy on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, and also visit the website on www.data-economy.com.